Wow, man. It's fantastic weather outside, and it has been a couple of months since I last played outdoor cricket. The government has also relaxed the lockdown regulations now. I must go out to play cricket with my friends. Let me invite Ishan, and he'll get blown away with my batting skills. Ha ha ha.
नोवेल कोरोना वायरस को फैलने से रोका जा सकता है। खांसते या छींकते वक्त हमेशा अपने मुंह को रुमाल या टिश्यू से ढकें। हाथों को लगातार साबुन से धोएं। अपनी आंख, नाक और मुंह को छूने से रुकें। अगर किसी को खांसी, बुखार या सांस लेने में तकलीफ हो तो उससे कम से कम 1 मीटर की दूरी बनाए रखें। जरूरत पड़ने पर नजदीकी स्वास्थ्य केंद्र जाएं या हेल्पलाइन नंबर 011-239-780-461 पर संपर्क करें। स्वास्थ्य एवं परिवार कल्याण।
Hey Ishan, how are you, bud? I'm literally bored AF by playing EA Cricket 07 for over a month now. Man, this year we couldn't even enjoy watching IPL either.
Yeah, bro.
I'm also tired of playing Ashes cricket the whole day. I haven't done anything productive for the last 1 month.
Look, as responsible citizens, we haven't stepped outside for over a month now and have totally followed all guidelines. Since the government has relaxed the rules now, I think we should go out and play cricket. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, that's a nice idea. It's been long that I have caught you clean bowled. Come on, let's play cricket. See you at the ground in 15 minutes then.
Oh, hello. Where are you going? Relaxed rules doesn't mean that the danger has diminished. Stay home and help the government in flattening the curve. This cricket and all can wait for now.
Hey, yeah, this concept of flattening the curve is quite the trend nowadays, isn't it? I also posted it on my Insta. But what's this buzz about flattening this curve, Divya?
Wow. How do you even do that? Nevertheless, I have recently come across an amazing YouTube video that explains the mathematical model of an epidemic. Ishan, just share your screen. I'll show it to both of you.
Welcome to Zero Gravity. This video will enlighten you about the SIR model, which is a basic mathematical framework to study the spread of the coronavirus. With the help of the SIR model, we will try to understand why the government has imposed a particular strategy starting right from this to this in its fight against the deadly virus. Let's get started with the explanation then. The SIR model divides the whole population into 3 categories: S for susceptible, I for infected, and R for recovered. Susceptible includes all those healthy people who are at the potential risk of getting infected. In the present scenario of COVID-19, the whole population is susceptible. The infected category consists of all those individuals who are presently infected and can possibly transmit the disease to the susceptible population. When an infected person recovers after some time, the person is then moved to the recovered category. Without any further ado, let's straight away arrive at the equations that govern the behavior of S, I, and R as a function of time. We will invoke the mathematical concept of differential equations to arrive at their relationships. This term over here, the ds by dt, is a rate at which the susceptible population changes over time. This change is directly proportional to the probability of a healthy person getting into contact with an infected individual. This probability term is the effective contact rate, or beta. So, the rate at which the susceptible population goes down will be a function of beta, the number of susceptible people, and the number of infected individuals. Oh yeah, there's a tiny little minus sign as well. It signifies that the overall susceptible population in fact decreases over time. Oh, but where the heck does it go then? These susceptible individuals indeed get infected over time. Furthermore, some of the infected people will also recover after a particular period, which will bring down the net infected persons. This recovery is proportional to the removal rate, gamma, as well as the total number of infected individuals at any given instant. Oh, but the plot shows that after some time there won't be any infected person left. Does that mean that there is no need to take any measures to get relieved from coronavirus? Okay, let's try to analyze the behavior of infected curve to answer the question. Look, there are 2 factors, beta and gamma, which control the behavior of the curve. If the importance of beta and gamma variables hasn't caught your attention yet, don't you worry, kid. The later part of the video is meant to explain its physical significance. Let's see the impact of beta value first. Large beta values result in more number of people getting infected in a short duration of time, which is obviously undesirable. Huge proportion of population getting infected at the same time will result in overloading of the local healthcare system. As we have seen in Italy, this will result in a huge shortages of ICUs and basic medical supplies. This will then have an adverse effect as many patients will die unattended, subsequently leading to a rise in the fatality rate. Clearly, the beta value should be as low as possible to abate the fatality. Remember, this beta is an effective contact rate and it involves two components, namely the frequency of contact and the transmission rate. The frequency of contact quantifies the number of times an infected person interacts with the susceptible population in a given time period. Reduced frequency would result in the containment of the virus, and that's the reason why there's a lot of buzz about social distancing. This is also the main reason why the governments across the globe have implemented lockdowns and are trying to isolate the infected individuals. The transmission rate represents the fraction of people that get infected after interacting with an already infected person. Regularly washing your hands and using protective masks helps in lowering down this rate. Furthermore, the virus biology, which includes the time for which the virus resides on a particular surface, also has a significant influence. That's why you see several hotspots getting disinfected routinely. If we obediently follow all the measures, we can achieve a much flatter graph. A flatter curve signifies that the same number of people ultimately get infected, but over a longer duration of time. This will ensure that the healthcare system is less stressed and no sick person is left unattended. Recent data from India shows that Kerala has been quite successful in flattening the curve, which is not the case with Maharashtra though, where active cases are still increasing. Unfortunately, Maharashtra is not the only one, but there are several other states which have an increasing number of COVID-19 cases, including Gujarat, Delhi, and Uttar Pradesh. Wait, until now we have only looked at one variable, beta, but what about the other one? Gamma, which is the removal rate of an infected person, is desired to be as high as possible. The removal rate is influenced by the availability of a precise medication. Since medical researchers haven't found any specific post-infection cure for COVID-19, there's very little that we can actually do to influence the gamma value. All of us are looking forward for a vaccine to come up ASAP. But how is it gonna help us? The vaccine will significantly decrease the proportion of susceptible population by making them immune to the infection. Thus, the fewer the deer roaming in the jungle, the harder it is for the poachers to hunt them down. Since this is a basic mathematical model predicting the spread of an epidemic, it has certain underlying assumptions. No new individual is added to the susceptible category, and all the births and reinfection cases are ignored. The beta and gamma values are considered to be constant over the entire time duration, which may not be true. The consequences of isolating the infected individuals is not considered. If you are further interested, then there is the SIIR model, which considers the isolation of the infected population. Do check the link below in the description box. But for preliminary understanding of an epidemic, the SIR model suits well. Hope you have understood the math behind the spread and the scientific reasons explaining the regulations implemented by the agencies. Thanks for your time.